what I got. It's a pine cone. Let's try to make a brass pine cone. Now I know I should be using a proper stainless steel flask, but I don't have one, and I'm trying to make this work with just what I have. I'm kind of impatient, so don't get after me too hard on this. The top is slimy, but the bottom looks good. Now, let's put some fire to it and burn out the popcorn. Pine cone. Theory is, all I have to do is superheat this and the pine cone will burn away, leaving a void in the shape of a pine cone. I fill it with brass and I get a brass pine cone. That's the theory. So I just melted out our wax funnel and now I'm gonna put it in my furnace and actually red hot burn this thing for a while. I got all these propane fittings that my wonderful uncle gave me, and I'll be able to melt those down. It's getting red hot. I don't smell any burnt pine cone yet. One thing I'm a little worried about is I didn't put it in a flask at all. A lot of people will put their investment in a stainless steel flask, and I'm kind of worried that it's going to be super fragile when I take it out of there. Well, hope not. I don't know. Any idea how long it takes a pine cone to burn? I should say, any idea how long it takes a pine cone to burn without the presence of oxygen? Because that thing's sealed up there pretty good. I think it's going to take a while. So that's nearly 2,000 degrees. I think that's hot enough to melt a pine cone. So that's been burning away for about a half hour. Is that enough to get rid of a pine cone? I don't know. In an open fire, it sure would be. I don't know how to test it though. That's amazing. It's been in there like a half hour and it's not even charred. Well, that's not gonna work at all. I'm gonna use all my fuel to burn that thing out. I guess you gotta have oxygen to burn something out. So I need a different way to do it. My blowtorch seems to work better. So I'm gonna try leaving it right side up and with the lid open, and maybe more oxygen will get down to it this time. That's roaring hot and the pine cone is just sitting there. So now I got the torch burning right inside to the pine cone. See if that helps. That looks like pine cone fire now. I don't see any more fire coming out of it, so I wonder if the pine cone's gone now. I have no idea. So you can still see it in there glowing. Been in there an hour and it's hardly moved at all. To be honest, that seems to be working faster than any other method, so I'm just going to leave it there and see how long that amber burns. Oh, I had the pine cone almost all burned out, and then I broke it. It fell to the ground. And see that? That's all that was left of the pine cone. Look, you can see the shape of the pine cone. No! I got another pine cone, so let's try it again. So I gotta look at my invested pine cone, and that's what it looks like. Why is investing things so hard? What am I doing wrong? I'm gonna keep going with it and see what I learn from it. Who knows, maybe it'll turn out. No surprise I was mixing it wrong. I just looked at the mixing instructions again, and I was adding way too much water. That's the problem. So now I got 2 pine cones ready to go, and hopefully one of them will work. I just took the plastic off the one I put too much water in, and look at that. There's a big seam running through the middle. I don't think that's gonna hold. It's not right. Gotta redo it. Yeah, look at it. I'm just gonna redo it. Clean it off and redo it. I couldn't get the ember going with the blow dryer like I did the other day with the pine cones. So I put them back in the furnace to get everything red hot, and then maybe I can get the ember going again. Or maybe I'll just leave them in there. I don't know. One way or another, it's got to be able to burn a pine cone out. Okay, I'm just going to leave those pine cones in there for hours. They got to burn out eventually. So you can see the pine cones finally burned out of that one. And I think the pine cones burned out of this one too. This one was really badly cracked, so I took some plaster and tried to patch it up a little bit. We'll see if that holds. Time to just cast it and see what we get. And once again, the mold shattered. This is what I get for not putting the investment in a flask. It needs that hard exterior to keep stable. I've got one more mold left. It's badly cracked already, but let's just give it a go and see what we get. Look at that. It kind of looks like a pine cone in there. Look at it. That's kind of wild. It didn't quite turn out the way I had hoped, but it's kind of a work of art, isn't it? All these little crevices have investment still in there, and I'm having a hard time getting it out. I might just leave it like that. No, I'm not gonna leave it this way. The whole point of me making this is to learn how to make beautiful works of art. So I'm gonna get some practice in metalworking and try to clean this up a little bit. How about that? We actually got a brass pine cone. It took a few tries, and man, I learned a lot with this one. I learned what not to do for sure, but I learned some things that I can do. It actually turned out a lot better than I thought it would. Piece by piece, we're getting closer, and we're learning what we need to do in order to tackle the bear. That's the goal, turning this into bronze. If you want to see me tackle this, subscribe to the channel. We're going to tackle this soon, and hopefully it'll turn out better than this. Thanks for watching.